Hello, welcome to another unboxing. This time it's the Intelligent Safety LED Sensor Light. Now these are garden effect lights, not for actual enough illumination for you to read or see anything by. These are a flickering flame type effect. I've got a little gazebo, it's just a little two-seater one out there, and I've used to have these hanging lanterns each side, but they actually had very small sensors at 180s, so they were on the opposite side, so only the two on the front really ever faced the sun. So I thought it might be better to get something to actually put each side of the door, which won't swing around and will be more facing the light. And I had a look, and I seen these being quite small. I thought, well, these actually might just screw onto the doors and not be too wide onto the actual entrance, I mean. So if you've looked at these online, you thought, well, actually, how big are they? You might be quite surprised, because from the picture on Amazon, I'll put the link below. I'll put it in the details. From the picture, it looks like they're huge. And, you know, there's two in here. So they're not huge at all. But apparently they've got, I don't know, 60 odd LEDs in each one and blah, blah, blah. Anyway, we shall find out in a moment just how good they are, but hopefully they'll have a little bit of charge in them. So we get a little instruction leaflet, and nicely packed are the two lights. You can see they're quite small. But I mean, some of these lamps, they're huge, and they actually only have a few LEDs in, so they don't need to be that big really, unless you just want the size, you know, want it to look that way. Okay, so there's two screw holes, and it's actually measured out 50.8 millimeters. Probably see that there to cut out. There's a reset button, or no, that's a start, isn't it? That's an on-off button, which is actually on the back, so that's not the best place to put that, is it? Right, there's no other buttons at all. And there's a fairly large sensor. You can just, yeah, I can see it. If I get it off sheen, you can see the sensor there. In fact, it's quite nicely hidden. You can only just see it, so that's quite nice. Feels strong, and only having the back panel with any sort of entrance, it might, being a sealed on top here unit, it might be a bit more robust against our British winters than the other one was swinging about. So the only downside is that being on the back, but then if it was on the bottom, it would be more prone to a weather attack. Feels reasonably solid. Oh, you get some screws as well. Packet of screws for each one, and a little. I'll show you. Let's get that out. There's a little thing there to push the on-off button. So that's a rather nice additional extra there. So you can actually turn these. I guess it's the only sort of thing you'd only ever do. Oh, I see, it goes right inside. I thought it was actually on the surface, but this pin, let's get a bit of light there. There we go. So this pin actually goes actually inside the unit there. So yeah, you do need this pin. So is that on or off? Oh, there we go. Oh, that's quite nice. That's a nice effect. That's better than my other one. My other one had sort of, it looked a bit like half a candle melted with one LED that just flickered slightly. That effect, that's actually quite nice. So what I'll do is, we'll have a quick look through the manual here. What do I do with that thing? There it is. Make sure the other one is on rather than off. So they come off. Oh, so that's a rather nice effect. If you look up close, you could actually see lines, but even that looks okay. It looks like there's a row of LEDs, probably surface mount, and there's some sort of lens they shine through that gives that effect. And from a distance, it, you know, looks pretty good, I think. Right, let's have a quick look at the things that come with it. Warm Lig Hit Blink King. Oh, I think that's warming light blinking. I think that actually is meant to say there. I thought it was German to start with. I wonder what country this comes from. So there's some basic info about what you get. Oh, it's got a 2000 milliamp hour battery, and that's good. So that it should last for some time. Just get my thumb out of the way there. How to install the device. I think we'd probably be all right with that. And additional notes. What I'll do is tomorrow I'll go and fix them in the garden, and tomorrow night, all being well, if there's enough power in these or there's been some light in the day, I'll do a little brief video of what it looks like out in the garden. Really nice. Security light's gone on. I must say the effect is really nice. Of course. Really nice and bright. It's not looking as orange on the video camera, but lovely. It looks like proper little flames going up. It's a really nice effect. You only get the orange when you... Yeah, it's that colour but further away, but the camera doesn't seem to do it. Yeah, I'm really pleased with that. If you compare it to like the fairy lights over here. I must say, on the dark evenings, it does brighten things up having a few lights in the garden. Especially if you can see them from your window, or even if you haven't got a garden. If you've just got a backyard or something, or anything you've got access to put a few LEDs, show LEDs. Obviously they won't go on as long this time of year. So I mean, you take like these, they haven't had much sunlight, so they're on, but there's not much brightness to them. But we had quite a sunny day today, and I put them out in the sun before I put them up, and they're looking pretty good. Much brighter than I expected. Well, there we are. Thanks for watching. See you again next time.